You see the story of Elisha and his servants. They got to the point, the servant said, Master, case closed. We are finished. This is the end. We might as well begin to say our last prayers. The young man looked around him and he was surrounded by enemies. He called the prophet. He said, Prophet, end has come. The end has come. For any of you that is thinking the end has come, I say to you, no. You have many more years to live in Jesus' name. For any of you that think you cannot survive the situation you are in now, I say no. The Lord has you covered. Elisha responded. You can put it on the screen. He said, Lord, open the eyes of this young boy that he may see. Open the eyes. The young man could not see the spiritual things. He thought they could not survive this situation. The enemies are too many and too powerful. But the man of God said, no, you don't understand. God has us covered. How many of you believe that God has you covered? He said, Lord, please open the eyes of this young man so that he might see. And the Bible said God opened the eyes of the young man. And he saw, behold, the mountains was full of horses and chariots of fire round about. God had Elisha covered. I prophesy upon your life. No matter the challenge you are facing, God will give you victory. Point number 2. But some problems are bigger than you. There are some problems that you cannot undo on your own. It may be related to your marriage, related to your work, related to your health, related to any aspect of your life. But for every one of us, no matter how strong you are, no matter how prayerful you are, no matter how faithful you are, you will get to a point that you carry on with. If you think you can pray, you think you can fast, I'm believing God for you that God will not take you to the point. Because every one of us has a limit that we can't go beyond. There are problems we cannot face alone. I'll give you 2 examples of the most powerful people that God created. Example 1, Elijah. You know Elijah never died. You know? Elijah never died. Elijah went to heaven in a fine car. So if you are looking for somebody that never saw grave, Elijah. He never experienced grave. That's how powerful, how favored he was. Elijah was the man that they sent army to go and capture. Soldiers. He looked at them and he said, Lord, if I be a man of God, send fire and consume them. Within a twinkle of an eye, fire fell and consumed all the soldiers that came. It was Elijah, that said, you people don't believe in God? You believe in Baal? Call your God. All of you come together, call your God. And he said to them, shout louder, shout louder. Maybe your God is sleeping. Shout more, shout more. And when they have finished calling all their Baal, filling all the incantation, he said, God, let fire fall. Fire came and consumed everything including the stone. If you study that passage, said the fire that came even consumed the stone. It consumed the water. That's how powerful Elijah was. It was Elijah that said to the woman, the widow of Zarephath, the child of the woman died. Elijah said, don't worry, put the child on the bed. Elijah stretched forth himself on the child, and the child came back to life. It was Elijah. Powerful man of God. But Elijah also got to the point that he could not handle on his own. Sometimes it is emotional, sometimes it's physical, whatever. But every one of us will reach a point that unless somebody is around you, you will surrender. 1 Kings chapter 19, verse 2. 1 Kings 19, verse 2. A woman at the low point of Elijah, a woman said, she sent a message to Elijah saying, let the gods do to me and more also, if I make not thy life as the life of one of them by tomorrow about this time. A woman. Imagine a woman saying to pastor, I will show you pepper. Elijah that was calling down fire. Verse 3, what did Elijah do? What did he do? He ran. Prophet running from a woman. Prophet is afraid. Why? He has reached the point. You see, at some point, you even forget the Bible you know. Oh, you think you can fast? There are things that fasting can solve. You can pray. You get to the point that prayer can't help you. You need God to directly intervene. The fire calling prophet ran from a woman. And imagine if people were asking Elijah, where are you running to? Who is pursuing you? What will he say? A woman. Woman chasing prophet. I prophesy upon your life. In the low moments of your life, may God not allow you to be put to shame. You see, in the periods of your life that you are really down, may God not allow you to be put to shame. There are many of us that we think we are strong, but in our low moments, you will see even a fowl, you will run. Chicken, you will run. If you have not experienced it, I pray you will not experience it. I really pray you will not. Continue the story of Elijah. He got to verse 4. And he began to say, Lord, no, I want to end it all. I'm tired of life. I want to die. This message, God sent it about 3 weeks ago. And I could not, because of my travels and all of that, I wasn't around to deliver it. But I was trusting God to hold you firm. That somebody will not commit suicide before I have the opportunity to deliver the message. The man of God got to the point, he said, Lord, I'm tired of life. I want to die. I prophesy over your life. When you get to such moments, the same God that helped Elijah, that God will help you. You will not die before your time. Example number 2. Job. God described Job himself. in Job chapter 1, God said Job is a perfect man. God described him. Say, Job, perfect man. He prays regularly. He prays for his children. There's nobody like Job in the whole of this nation. Job was a man of God, fervent in the spirit. And then the enemy tried him. Like some of you may be under trials now. Oh, do you think Job is just praising you for nothing, God? You take away all the things he has and you will see it will cost you. Like some of you are going through challenges now. Don't worry, you will prevail in Jesus' name. Let's cut the story short. God gave the enemy permission. Go ahead. Try Job. You will see that this man is a faithful man. Number one, made Job sick. His business crumbled. All his children died. His marriage failed. Everything you can imagine. So you take away his children, not one was left. All of them died. His business burned to the ground. His marriage ended. Everything. But what did Job do? Job chapter 1 verse 21 to 22. Put it on the screen. Job chapter 1. Look at Job. Praising God. Oh, naked came I out of my mother's womb. Naked shall I return. The Lord gave me, and the Lord has taken. Blessed be. The man, all his children died, is still doing praise and worship. Everything he has gone. He was still praising God. Job was still strong. But when his power finished, which you don't often hear, they only tell you about Job. They only show you this passage. They show you the strong Job. They don't show you the weak Job when his power finished. Job chapter 3, verse 3 to 5. The power of Job finished. Look at what Job began to say. Let the day perish wherein I was born. This is Job now saying, the day they delivered me, may that day perish. His power has ended. His faith. No matter how strong you are, you will get to the point that is beyond you. You get to the point that you need help to carry on. Look at Job. And the night in which it was said, there is a man-child. Job is saying, the day they announced to my parents that a boy is born, may that day be cursed. This is the same Job that was praising God. Oh, I came naked, I'm going naked. Verse 4. Let that day be darkness. Let not God regard it from heaven. Do you know what he is doing? He's causing his birthday. Say, the day that they delivered me, may that day be dark. Neither let light shine upon that day. And verse 5, what did he say? Let darkness and the shadow of death. How can somebody be cursing himself? Cursing the day he was born. Power has finished. You have reached the point that you need help. And there are many of you that are at that point. That's why I was afraid that none of you will die before you get the message. And yesterday, Holy Spirit gave me a sign how urgent it was. Early in the morning, As I woke up, I got a message from one of you. Pastor, I'm done. This life has no purpose anymore. And I began to read the message. I said, my sister, please, don't do it. Help is on the way. I pray that that person is here this morning. I pray. When you get to the point that you are so frustrated of life, may God send help to you. I said, may God send help to you. Let's go to verse 11 and then we move on. Verse 11 of this same chapter 3. Hear what Job said. Why died I not from the womb? Job is saying, why did I make it? Why didn't I die in the womb? What can push a man or any human being to say, why didn't I die? Why wasn't I still bad? There's no reason for me to have come to this world. I should have died in the womb. Why didn't I give up the ghost when I came out of the belly? Even if I made it to the day of delivery, why didn't I die when my mother delivered me? This is Job. I pray for you one more time. Those of you that are looking strong, when inside of you, you are crying. Inside of you, you are weeping. But people don't know what you are going through. May God himself send help to you. I just don't want to embarrass the person. I can show you the message I got yesterday. Pastor, life has no meaning. Even among Christians in the church, you can't even find, I want to know, similar to that. But God himself will encourage you. Let me show you some examples. We are running out of time. Please put the presentation on this. Of people that got to this point, and instead of handing the matter to God to carry them through, they decided to end it all and say, no, I can't carry on anymore. Let me refresh your memory, the examples I showed you last year. Number one, that we all carry wound. Don't for 1 minute think that somebody. Don't for 1 minute. We all carry wound. This was something that was shared online. Somebody came for the pastor to pray for him. For her. How many arrows does she have? And the pastor that is praying for him, how many arrows?